Hi, welcome to OMAT. I'm glad you're here. We're going to practice what really has helped me move through my day with so much more management than I used to have. Managing feelings, managing what I need next. And for example, yesterday was terrible, horrible. I was in pain the whole day from the accident. I had to rest all day, and I don't like doing that. I want to thrive. I want to kill every day. I want to get all the things done, but I had to lay down. So I had to listen to my body. And then I had to interrupt my mind, because what happens and what could spiral is I start with the negative thinking, like useless, you're falling behind, this is not good. All of the things that could lead to me pushing my body into a worse place, because my mental state is going to spiral into a place that's not helpful. So I learned to interrupt these thoughts and find new ones. This is what's happening right now. And when I woke up this morning, I thought, wow, what if today will be useless also? What if today I will be in pain as well? And then I interrupt those thoughts and say, what is happening right now? Right now, what can I do just in this next minute? And that's the only place where useful thoughts and useful actions can happen. We can't change the past. We can't get into the future and make sure that things will happen exactly our way. Right now, what can we do? Let's get into that present moment so that we can find some gratitude. Now, why are we looking for gratitude? Because it's there. Because if we don't take time to notice, then we'll always be looking at, and we'll be right, we'll always be looking at that thing's going wrong, the negativity is happening, and all of those things exist. So we're going to practice noticing that other things exist as well. Let's notice something we can be grateful for by practicing right now. Let's wrap for now. Have some water and maybe feel how imperfect that went. Allow yourself to feel that, so that when you go through your day and everything else happens without perfection, you could tolerate that. And it changes from a toleration of pain to an acceptance of things are not perfect. Let's keep going. Let's go into 1 minute of, again, I'm going to interrupt whatever thoughts that my mind is deciding to think all the time. I'm going to interrupt them and decide to think of something. Sometimes I think of the ocean. Sometimes I follow my breath. Sometimes I just focus on being still, but I'm deciding. Let's make a decision and practice sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed. Breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. And maybe we notice when we're trying to quiet the mind, make a decision of one thought, that's when all the chaos happens. But if we got maybe just one moment, one breath, where we got a break from that, where we decided not to, where we had control over our next thought, even that one moment, even trying for that one moment, that exercise, just like going to the gym, the mental gym has happened, let's keep going, let's write it down. And this is more of that thought process that we could dump out right now into a physical space. That's what we're going to try to do. Write any word. Maybe it makes you scared to write the thought that's happening. Rip it up afterwards. We are not deciding what to do based on what we're writing. We are writing. Let's try right now. Let's wrap the thought for now. Even if we have to leave it in the middle of a thought, let's practice taking the water. And maybe you feel sad or angry or lonely or happy about that last minute. Let's allow feelings to be temporary. Let's keep going. Let's go into our yoga practice. And I have limitations. I cannot do all the poses. And if you can't, pick whatever you can. Listen to your body. Move slow. I'm going to talk us through a sun salutation. Do whatever you can. Inhale the arms up. And maybe you can only inhale them halfway up. Then that's what we're doing today. When you're ready, fold forward. Hinge at the waist. And we're going to hang over our feet, feeling the stretch in the back. And halfway lift, flat back. Look up, straighten the knees. And let's switch into a high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back. Then from the high plank, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Then push your palms against the ground and your head comes up, chest comes up, look up. And let's meet in down dog. Hips up into an upside down V. Maybe shaking your head no or yes here to loosen up the neck muscles. And start walking forward towards your hands. And start coming up. Meeting your palms above the head. And exhaling them down to the center of the chest. Maybe holding that pose. Maybe you're a little behind. You wanted to hold a pose for 10, 20 seconds. It's your stretch. Do what your body and mind are working together for you to do. Let's have some water. What does that even mean when I say things like that? Well, if you try doing the sun salutation or any stretch, you will get into that feeling, the things that I'm talking about, because what I'm saying is what I'm feeling when I do the sun salutation. Oh, I have to stop right there because my body is talking to me. That happens when you do the task. Let's try the plank now. Get in that ready mode with your mind. Maybe you don't want to. Let's practice doing things that we want and needed and set ourselves to do and get ready to do it. Let's practice doing it through that fear. 3, 2, 1. We're up in plank right now. Get into that pose and then feel what it feels like. Don't tell yourself what it's going to feel like until you're there. And we're in there for 10 seconds. And now it might feel challenging. How do you want to meet challenges today? What do you want to do with the tough parts of the day? That's 20 seconds. What is your body capable of just for now, just for this minute? Let's find out. For 30 seconds, put what you can into this pose. Where does your mind need to be in order for your body to do this plank for 20 more seconds? Sometimes my mind needs to pump me up. Come on, you can stay there. We can do it together. Of course you don't want to come down. We have 10 more seconds in us. Yes, I talk to myself that way. And yes, it works. So let's try it. 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Come down off your plank. And in that minute, we also get to experiment how we talk to ourselves, what we need from ourselves when things are getting challenging. So have some water. Maybe stretch your way back. Give yourself some credit for doing something challenging, for staying up maybe a second longer than you thought, or even for being up there for just a moment. Let's keep going, and we're going to practice breaking procrastination. By doing something for just 1 minute, which seems completely useless, we are going to find a useful task. We're going to find a way to start it, find a way to keep going for a minute, and then find a way to stop. Let's find a task right now, because that's the program. Let's do it. Let's wrap for now. That could be very challenging. Find the water. Water helps you transition. And let's go into our connection minute. And to connect with another human being, very, very simple. Not always easy. I don't always know what to say or who to contact or when. Sometimes those thoughts creep in. They don't want to hear from me. I have nothing to say. That's why we're practicing. And we can take any of the other exercises, like, hey, today I wrote about this, and share it with the person, or you came into my gratitude list. Let's borrow from these other exercises if that helps. Look to see what we can connect with right now. Let's wrap for now. Have a sip of water. And maybe today trying to connect felt really unusual and felt funny, uncomfortable. Okay, let's keep going. Let's finish up with our final exercise here. Move around in any way that you can. And again, we can borrow from other exercises. Borrow from your gratitude list. I am so grateful I get to move in the following way and then move that way. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Move the gift that you have been given. And practice moving. Exercise movements. That's 10 seconds in. Making sure that you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. We tend to do that even though it's not helpful. And that's 20 seconds in. What kind of energy do you want to bring to this exercise? It's just 1 minute in length. So what do you think you could bring for the next 30 seconds? We're more than halfway done. Do you want to slow down? Do you want to add more energy? What can you do for the next 20 seconds? Finishing up as strong as your body and mind will allow, just for now, just for today, for the final countdown, 10 seconds here. What can you put into this exercise for now? With 5 seconds left, what do you have? 3, 2, 1, you're done. Great job. Thanks for practicing OMAT today. I'm glad you were here.